Good morning. It is May 24th, Wednesday. We're going to look at Horseshoe Indianapolis. My name's Dave May. I'm the creator of Thorostat at Thorostat on YouTube, Thorostat, as well as on Twitter at Thorostat. I'm an NHC Tour member and player, giving you my top four selections here for Horseshoe Indianapolis. Typically, I recommend playing my top selection when in place. The top four that I give in an exact and trifecta, play them however you normally play them. My goal is to use Stats Race Lens, which I use for handicapping on the tour, to be able to dive into angles, pedigrees, analyses, speed figures as quickly and as efficiently as possible to cut through the noise, find value, find favorites that are solid, but also find some horses that are beatable. I want to give you that analysis and breakdown to help you in your handicapping, your ticket structure, and how you play your races every day. We're going to dive into it here, and we're going to start with race one at Indianapolis, Horseshoe Indianapolis right now. And here we go. We're looking at race one, mile on the main track, claiming there's some early speed here, slightly. I think Indianapolis, especially that Indy Grand, Horseshoe Indianapolis, the first race kind of runs. It's either front end runs or these late speed horses. It's going to be a bombs away type of day. So I think that the two is beatable here, as well as the seven, who may be the co-favorite or even second favorite. I'm going to take this late pace here, the four, Charlie's Medal, to run down the field in this opener here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Four will be our top selection at Horseshoe. Over the early speed, which looks like it's going to probably be the three, Plain or Peanut. But our top four selections in this opener here at Horseshoe is going to be four over the two, Liam the Brave, the seven, Admiral Returns, and the three, Plain or Peanut. Top four, opener, Indy Grand Race 1, Horseshoe Indianapolis, 4, 2, 7, and 3. Race 2, Horseshoe Indianapolis, 5.5 furlongs on the main track. I think the 4, Miss Nushi's beatable. She's got some mid and early speed here, but basically how the track is running, pure speed, speed figures. I think the 2, Blow Some Smoke, is going to run down the 4 here. My top 4 in this 6-horse field are going to be the 2, Blow Some Smoke, over the 4, Mrs. Nushi, over the 5, Royal to Be, and the 1, Sweet Ginger. Top 4, Horseshoe Race 2, are going to be 2, 4, 5, and 1. 2, Blow Some Smoke. 4, Miss Nushi. 5, Royal to Be. And the 1, Sweet Ginger. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 3. We got a mile 70 yards on the main track. Tons of early speed with this 6, Mulberry Street. Slows down a bit. The 2, Blanket of Roses, is probably going to close into it. I think the 6 can hold on and win at a slight price here. 6, Mulberry Street will be our top selection over the 2, who has this late pace here and late speed, the 2, Blanket of Roses. The 3 will wrap out our top 4 selections, the 3, Clearing Waivers, and the 1, Blessed with Luck. Let's hope this front end speed can hold on here. Horseshoe Indianapolis race 3. Top 4 selections, 6, 2, 3, and 1. Race 4, Horseshoe Indianapolis, maiden special, 6 furlongs, state breds, maidens here. We've got some class here a bit and some speed in the state bred. I think the 5 has some room to be beat. Let's just double check here and dive into the PPs here in Stats Race Lens. The 5 coming back off of a 2-week layoff, rallied up the rail. Marcelino Pedroza on board, down in class a bit. I'm going to try to beat this 5, as I think he's going to be 9 to 5, 2 to 1. I think it'll take a lot of money here. I'm going to try to beat the 5 with this 2, who I think can run down late as well. From the back, I think there's going to be some early pace here. This 5 may try to get out in the front and win it on the front end. If that's the case, no way in hell this 5 wins this race, unfortunately, with what I've seen on paper. So I'm going to go with the 2. We're playing this in the tournament as well in the NHC feeder for Indy Grand to win seats to Friday. 2, Leo's Roar is going to be our top selection, 5 to 1 morning line. Over the 5, I think we'll let's just try to beat the 5 altogether. The 8, I think we'll hang on. Mas Oro. The 4 exacta and trifecta purposes. The 5 will definitely be in the money. Secret Rendezvous. And the 3, Golden Wrapper. Top 4 selections here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Going to go with some mid to longer shots here in this State Bred Maiden Special. 2, Leo's Roar over the 8, Mas Oro. 5, Secret Rendezvous, and the 3, Golden Wrapper. Horseshoe, Race 4, 2, 8, 5, and 3. Horseshoe Indianapolis, Race 5, Maiden Special, mile and 16th on the turf. There is some late pace and some class here in this Maiden Special event. I'm going to try to beat this 5 to 2 morning line favorite, Little Miss Moonlight. I think she'll be in the mix a bit. There's some early speed here between the 2 and the 6. I think 2 and the 6 will be in the mix. I think the 6, we're going to lean into our pedigree angles here. We're going to look at the 6's PPs. Third off of a layoff, getting Farron Peterson back. Robert Medina, dirt to turf, 23% win percentage, 155% ROI. Game fair, Quiet American Mare on the bottom side, 50% in the money, 371% ROI. Kitten's Joy on top in this route race. We're going to take the 6, Robin Sage, morning line 8 to 1, bombs away here as our top selection with that pedigree angle, with some of the form, getting Farron Peterson back aboard. I think the 5 will also be in the mix, just because we're playing this in a tournament today. Really would need to try to beat the 5 to try to win some seats to Friday. We have second off of second time starter, second time Lasix here with the 7, Timeless Elegance. We're going from synthetic to turf. Jonathan Thomas, 24% synthetic to turf. Win percentage, 24% ROI. Isaac Castillo on board, 147% ROI here. We're going to take this Warfront filly, 3-year-old filly, as our second selection. Just hoping for some chaos here to beat Little Miss Moonlight. I think she hits the board. 7's going to be our second selection. 5 will be in the mix, in the money here. And the 2, I think we'll hold on Vogelsang in our top 4 for an exact and try kind of bombs. But the 6, top selection, morning line 8 to 1, Robin Sage. Over the 7, Timeless Elegance, the 5, Little Miss Moonlight, and the 2, Vogelsang. Top 4 here in this Maiden Special Bombs Away event. Mile and 16th on the turf. 6, 7, 5, and 2. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 6, 6 furlong, state bred allowance here for Indy breds. We've got some mid speed here with Mariachi Justice. I don't know if this 3 can hang on because we're playing to try to make some money here and make it to Vegas in the NHC for this Memorial Day weekend. We're going to use the 3 in the mix. I like this mid-pressing, kind of mid-moving, longer shots here. The 9, Corona Grande, is going to be our top selection just because of those speed figures here. The 3 will be in the mix. Bon Cherie, the 7 will be our second selection. The 3, Mariachi Justice, in our top 4, as well as this 10 in this Indy bred, state bred allowance. 10, Gentleman Logan, will wrap out our top 4. Looking for some prices and a little bit more value here in this state bred allowance. 9, Corona Grande. 7, Bon Cherie. 3, Mariachi Justice. 10, Gentleman Logan. Again, top 4, state bred, Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 6, 9, 7, 3, and 10. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 7, mile and a 16th on the turf allowance event. I'm going to go try to dig for some bombs here. I really like the bottom side breeding pedigree on this 6. Also that it's got some of the fastest pace late, but in the entire field here in this race 7 at Horseshoe Indianapolis. We're going to jump into the 6. It's out of an exchange rate mare. The mare has progeny, 60% wins, only 5 starts from what I'm seeing here with Allegra. 80% in the money, 144% ROI, $9 median win dollars with Allegra. Off of a long layoff. Sire, 47%. Harry's Holiday, ROI. A lot to like here, even though there's a long layoff. Typically in these larger fields, we can get some value here. So we're going to use the 6, Rock and Justice, off the layoff on top, making this a juicy ticket today for this late, within the late pick 4 if you're playing it, or if you're playing the pick 5. I think we're going to have to use the 9 as well, just because of this consistent speed compared to the rest of the field. Cyclone Ranger, 15-1 morning line as our second selection. The 3, Hard Ride Guy, in the mix. And just because in all my other selections today I've used Temple City, the 5, Fever Temple, is out of Temple City. Has some class in the pedigree. Fever Temple, the 5, is going to wrap out. I think we're going to, ignore this 10 here. In race 7, trying to make some money, some value, blow up these pick 5s and pick 4s here on the turf at Horseshoe Indianapolis. Race 7, top selection, Rock and Justice, morning line, 10-1. 9, Cyclone Ranger. 3, Hard Ride Guy, and the 5, Fever Temple. Top 4 again here at Horseshoe, race 7, 6, 9, 3, and 5. Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 8, maiden special weight here, mile and 16th on the turf. Back-to-back turf races here at Horseshoe Indianapolis. I'm going to go digging. I think this 12 on the outside here in this route on the turf is going to be tough to beat. Second time starter out of Astern. Love the sire. Started slow. Polo Lobo with Fernando de la Cruz aboard. Second time Lasix. Should settle down a bit. Polo Lobo, 31% right now ROI as a whole. So let's lean into this pedigree a bit and go with the 12, even though we've got a little bit of a month layoff. 5-1 on the outside. 12, Agent, is going to be our top pick here in race 8 at Horseshoe Indianapolis. I do like the 4 with some just total speed all throughout. Tribus, Argentinian bred. Paletta, I also think should make a stir here. And I believe the 6 has another decent pedigree here, just waiting for Stats Racelands to load for us. Orlando Mojica, Robert Dobbs, blinkers on, hot trainer. Not very good with first time blinkers, it looks, but should keep some speed in this horse, I think. Morning line 4-1. I'm going to use it because of the Spitestown angle. Gilded Lily on the bottom side. Spitestowns tend to run on the turf and can run for days. We're in the tournament, so there's some early speed as you can see right around the class rating here on Indy Grand Horseshoe Indianapolis's turf with the 6. So we're going to go 6 second, 4 still going to round out our top 4 selections, Tribest, and the 8 Paletta. We're going to go 12, 6, 4, and 8. Once again, top selection, Agent, the 12 horse here, maiden special on the turf, race 8. The 6, Mischief Lily, the 4, Tribus, and the 8, Paletta. Top 4, race 8, 12, 6, 4, and 8. Race 9, Horseshoe Indianapolis, mile allowance, last race of the thoroughbred card, race 9 today. Only a 6-horse field in this Indy bred allowance race. We've got some early pace here with this 8. I think the late speed is gonna take it for this race. The 2 is the morning line favorite. I think he'll hit the board. Doesn't really look like he's got much pace all throughout. I think the 1 is the speed of this race. Should keep some pressure on, hold in late, wear out this wire the cash. The 2, I like the 1 and 5 as our top 2 selections. 1, 5, 2, and I think the 8 will hold on for a piece of it. King of the Rainbow, but the 1 and 5 with this total pace should wear out this 9-5 favorite, wire the cash. Our top 4 selections, top selection first, the 1, Sudden Shift, 5, For Whom the Bell Toll, 2, Wire the Cash, and 8, King of the Rainbow. Top 4, Horseshoe Indianapolis, race 9, finale, 1, 5, 2, and 8. Thanks again today. We got 9 races here at Horseshoe. Play them as you normally do. Once again, signing off, Dave May, NHC Tour member, creator of Thorough Stat. Follow us, subscribe on YouTube. It is at Thoroughstat, THOROSTAT. Also on Twitter at Thoroughstat. Good luck today. We got 3 cards, Horseshoe, Parks, and opening day at Delaware Park. Good luck. Play them all. Play them how you normally do. Play some. I'm going to be playing Parks and Horseshoe in some feeders to try to win seats to Friday for Memorial Day weekend. Good luck today, and let's cash some tickets.